But then Pandu wanted more children. For a king, more sons he has, better it is, because battles will happen. When battles happen, the number of sons do not increase, they decrease. So, it's best to have maximum number of sons if you want to conquer, if you want to rule the land. Kunti said, this is it. Then Pandu pleaded, okay, if you are not willing, use the mantra on Madri. She said, nothing doing. Because whichever queen has the maximum number of sons will become the main queen. So she was not willing to give the arithmetic advantage that she had right now. She had 3, Madri had 2. She didn't want to give away that advantage. She said, nothing doing. We are not using the mantra anymore. So, these 5 boys grew up as Pancha Pandavas, the 5 Pandavas. The sons of Pandu were referred to as Pandavas. They are king's children or royal clan, but born and grew up in the forest till they were 15 years of age. In the palace, where Dhritarashtra and his wife Gandhari are there. Dhritarashtra is blind by nature, Gandhari is blind by choice. Dhritarashtra is worried. He wants his wife to have the first child because in a generation, the firstborn will become the king. So they are desperate to have a child. He was whispering all kinds of endearments to Gandhari, somehow bear a son for me. Gandhari became pregnant, months rolled, the 9 crossed into 10, 11, nothing came out. They became anxious, but by then they got news. Pandu's first son was born, Yudhishthira was born. They went into a depression because Yudhishthira is born, so naturally he will become the king. 11, 12 months, she still did not bear. Out of her frustration, she beat her stomach. Still nothing happened. She said, what is this? Is this dead, alive? Is this human? Is this a beast? She beat it, did not come. Then she asked one of her servants to bring a stick and beat her stomach. After that, she aborted. When she aborted, a dark piece of flesh came out. The moment they saw it, they were terrified because it was not like human flesh, something very evil and ominous about it. They say, when this happened, suddenly the whole city of Hastinapur was terrified because they heard sounds, they heard jackals screaming, wild animals walked the streets, bats were flying in the daytime. The signs were clear that something wrong is going to happen. The sages who observed this closed their eyes and turned away from Hastinapur. So once the sages turned away, the news came, the sages are all turning away from Hastinapur, they don't want to be here. Vidura came and told Dhritarashtra, we are heading for big trouble, something is wrong, something wrong is going to happen. But Dhritarashtra was so anxious for a child, he said, leave it, what has happened, what has happened? Why is it everybody here screaming and what is all these sounds? Because he cannot see. Then Gandhari called Vyasa. Sage Vyasa had promised Gandhari, when once he came after a very long journey, she tended to his wounded feet and took care of him so well. He said, whatever you wish, I will make it yours. She said, I want 100 sons. He said, fine, you will have 100 sons. So she called Vyasa and she said, what is this? You bless me with 100 sons, but I deliver a lump of flesh which doesn't even look human. It doesn't even look like it's come from my body, it is something else. Discard this in the jungle, bury it somewhere. Vyasa said, till now, anything that I've said has never ever gone wrong, nor is it going to go wrong now. You bring that piece of whatever. And he took it into the cellar and he asked them to bring